Hello everybody, today we are here to discuss why Python is different from another programming language. Only why. Only Python is different from another programming language. It is one of the best programming languages. Python is regarded to be user friendly and very much confident, very much friendly, user friendly and confident in all of the matter than other programming language. In comparison with the C programming language, it is vast. There are vast differences between the Python and C programming language. For getting detailedly for detailedly understanding their differences, we need to go to our IDE platform. In my case, it is a VS Code. Then we need to make our folders. Mm, just we need to give for a Python.py. Here our Python 4 file is created, and we need to make another file. That is sorry. We need to make our another file that's going to be c dot c. That is our C programming language. There is a vast differences between a C and Python programming language. Python programming language is a newly developed language which has the user friendly tools and all of user friendly tools, and C programming language is developed in 19th or 19th century. It is mostly used for making web technology, web based development. And Python is used for all rounder, just like for making game development, for formation of different kind of softwares for Windows, Linux, and another thing. In most of case, let's go through practical. In the case of Python, for printing out any kind of anything that could be string, variables, integer, we just need to go through this. We just used to have a print. We just used to need to use print function. Just write print, and then we need to whatever we can write, just like in just like we can write out the string, just like hello WRLD. We can run out this. In this case, we are going to cut out our run file hello world. Yes, in the case of the C language, there are it is little bit not it isn't user friendly. It's little bit difficult and it is little bit fast. As first of all, we need to write out. There are lots of stuff for writing a single program or single string. We need to go through header file. We need to go through header file, function header, global declaration part, executable parts, and we need to go through user defined function. There are a lot of the function and header file. In a C programming, there are about 32. There are about 32 keywords that need to be remembered. C program is little bit difficult in comparison to the Python program. For printing out hello in C program, we need to follow out this system or follow out write out this step. First of all, we need to use header file. This are header file and CLU studio include studio sorry. Then we need to add C include H. These are regarded as the header file. There are lots of header file. We need to implement. We need to write our header file on the basis of our program. Whatever we need that need to be written. If we are solving out the problem, if we are going to solving our mathematical problem, we need to write out the math. We need to write out, include a header file related to the math. And if we are in the case we are writing out the printing out string, so we are using this studio and Coney header file. After writing header file, we need to write out a main function that's called main. After that, in a brace bracket known as a brace, we need to write out our implemented parts or executable part. For we need to print out one of the string. For that, we need to use our printf function print out. For printing out, just we need to uh, use for printing out the function. Just we need to write down HTML. After that we need to use uh, get ch function. This function is used for storing or just holding out the value, holding out the printed value. We need to use the semicolon after finishing out the function. If we run out this, well, we get out hello world. We can just compare out between the Python and C language. In C language, we need to for writing one of the string, we need to write out these two, one of the header file. This is not required much. And just we can use these two. Without this, we can print out hello world. Yes. In this, we need to write out one of the header file, and we need to use main function and again printf function and again cs function. There are lots of it is not user friendly and it is not convenient. It takes lots of time. In the case of Python, just one step, one function, and in one line, one of the string is printed out. And in the case of the variable, in the case of inputting, sorry for that, in the case of inputting any variables, inputting anything and printing out that, we just need to have for printing any variables by inputting. For that, inputting anybody's name, we need to use input function. We can write anything, enter your name. After that, we can just print out that name. Sorry, okay, we need to print out that name. If we run out this program, we are going to want to enter just John. It is as you enter our value, and John has been printed. Just do any stuff for entering, inputting any variable and printing out that. We need to just input function and one of the print function. But in the case of C language, first of all we need to have include on your function as well. And I go on your dot. Yes. After that, just and this main function is same. In the case of we, we need to we need to give a declaration part for declaring what we are giving. For example, declaring the variables type. In the case of we are giving int a or int a just for a, it is simple. We need to use intf function for printf function for inputting our value. Printf enter a. After enter a, we used to after finishing out this semicolon, and we need to scan out that scanf. For that, we need to use %sign and d. After that, we need to use ampersand a, again semicolon. After that, entering these values, we can just print out. For print out, for printing the value, we need to use again need to use percent and d and comma and a. If we are just going to print out a, it is just going to print the name, or this just whatever we write, that is going to be printed. So we need to write %g for printing the value kept or stored in a variable a. For that semicolon, again we need to give its for storing out the value of this. As you run out this, sorry, whatever mistake I have done, sorry, I have left out print. If you close out this, if you run out this again, enter the value is 34. It's getting, it is printing out 34 for For printing out any value or any variables, we need to follow out again this much bunch of stuff, bunch of steps. So it is little bit difficult, not user friendly. In the case of Python, it is user friendly, easy to understand, and and are the most important in Python. Python used Python have interpreter for Python have interpreter. Interpreter is known as a machine, as a computer did not use to understand the natural language or the user inputted language, so it needs to convert it on machine code. For converting machine code, interpreter used to convert each line by step and step in a machine code. So it is easy to find out the error by using interpreter. But in the case of Python, no sorry, in the case of C language, it is used to use compiler. In the case of compiler, yes, in the case of compiler, it used to convert the whole whole program at one times, you know, machine code. So it is little bit difficult, or difficult to find out the error or detect the error in a particular position. So this is the differentiation, or this is differentiation between the Python and the C language. In the conclusion, we are in the test. Python is much more, much conclude. We have got conclusion that Python is much more easier than C programming language. Thank you for that. If you have any kind of ideas of vast differences between Python and C languages, please comment out that. Easy to it could be easy to for the others who other for understanding that and selecting out the best languages. Thank you.